What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, that share button, and share this on all social media platforms. Today, we are back with the next segment of In the Month of Madness. Segment or day number 10. Yes, we're on day number 10. So today I wanted to pick a film that I recently watched. Actually, today I just got through watching it right now. It is a 1982 horror anthology by the name of Creepshow. Now, Creepshow is a anthology series, and it has a lot of very big names behind it, like George A. Romero and Stephen King. I know that Don. Why I say Don Mancini? His name is evading me right now. What is his name? Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, so this anthology series is about 5 different segments, and I'm going to start off with the ones I like the most, and then I want to kind of like go ahead and go down the ladder. The first segment that I like the most is The Crate. The Crate was awesome. The special effects and practical effects in that segment was amazing. It was dope. It's essentially about this janitor that runs across this crate that has this prehistoric creature inside of it, and he calls his professor, and the professor lets it loose, and it's killing all these people. Then there's like this subplot where it's like this man who despises his freaking wife and wants her to die ends up bringing her to the facility so that this beast can kill her. That to me, honestly, that one was really good. The next one was something to tide you over. That one was a very interesting one about an ex-husband who's played by what's his name? Leslie Nelson. You might also know him as Mr. Magoo. This segment is about a husband who catches his cheating wife, and he kills her, and then he also kills her lover in the most gruesome manner by burying them out by the beach and having the tide come and drown them. And basically, these people reanimate and come back to life, and then seek their vengeance over him. The practical effects in this one are good. I enjoyed the whole, like, when he shot them and the bullet hits her head, you see the water squirt out because it had that whole, like, their body was submerged and sponged up all of that water. It was a really nice effect to it. Even though you could kind of tell that the suits were kind of rubber because you could see around the eye where the eye holes were. But I mean, all in all, it was really well done. I enjoyed it. It was crazy to see Leslie Nelson in like something serious. I'm usually used to him being in comedies and having trains run off the tracks and chase him and things like that. I wasn't really expecting him to play such a freaking good psycho. He was really, really good, and I honestly enjoyed that. The next one that I enjoyed the most is They're Creeping Up on You, which is about this wealthy businessman, I guess, who owns a building, and he's like, he hates roaches, and he even invested in this whole germ-free room that he created in order to prevent germs from coming in. He even has this thing where he throws it away, he pushes a little button and sucks it into it. I guess it like vacuum seals the trash. He's such a freaking evil and horrible person to all the people around him, and he doesn't care about anything, and it just seems that basically he gets what he deserves at the end, and the one thing that he hates the most is what ends up killing him, which is roaches. The roaches scenes, it just makes you like cringe a little bit, especially if you're like, ugh, like when you watch it, you're just grossed out. The practical effects scene, even though you know it's a dummy and you can see clearly that it's a dummy, the fact that you had roaches bursting out of a body is just, ugh. It was freaking amazing the way that they had that happen. Even like I said, you know it's a dummy, but the way that they burst out just grosses you out, and you're just like, like you get kind of cringy on it. This one, I didn't even know that was Stephen King. Um, I'll get to that when I get to that. The next one on the list that I thought was okay, that was good. I mean, this one was good, but it wasn't really all that. It's nothing to go all crazy about. But Father's Day. Father's Day is essentially about this story about this woman who comes to grieve her father every year and meets up with her family so that they can have a dinner. And eventually, her father, she's the one who killed her father with an ashtray, and he ends up resurrecting from the dead and seeking vengeance on her and everybody else. Now, granted, it's to me it's a really stupid story. It was like whatever. That one was more the comedic element that this movie gets advertised for as a horror comedy. But I kind of like the whole Father's Day. Like I liked his I kind of like the way that he looked, like the way that the makeup designer that did his thing, like I really like. I enjoyed the way that he looked. I mean, he could have looked a little bit more zombie-ish, you know. Again, with the rubber suit, you can see like the eye holes. But other than that, I mean, it's the corpse is pretty dope. Like, the corpse is pretty cool looking. I honestly will enjoy having a figure of the corpse from Father's Day. That'll be pretty dope. And one of the weaker ones in this film, to me, is The Lonesome Death of Jordy Verrill. This is apparently something that's by Stephen King was Jordy Verrill. I didn't even know that. But this one was the worst of all of them. Honestly, it was the stupidest. It was the worst. I didn't enjoy it at all. It was pretty damn annoying. I get it. It was supposed to be funny. The whole, oh, I got it down there too. Yeah, I get it. It's supposed to be funny, but at the same time, it just kind of was like, meh. Like I could honestly could live without it. I really could have. It's the weakest link, and honestly, to me, it doesn't really belong here. But to have like 4 really strong stories and just one weak one, I mean, that's a pretty good ratio. And if you're going to check something out on Halloween, Creepshow is definitely where it's at. And that's my recommendation for day number 10. See what I have in store for you guys tomorrow on day number 11. And this is Davey from the 80s, and you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Get out of here. Adios, and see you tomorrow.